Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Matthew. If you're new to the channel, I run Shiny Mana Collectibles, a very small collectibles business based in Alabama, right here in a little small town. And I'm looking to try and build this up into a legitimate income source for a full-time collectibles business. I'm not there yet. I'm really not even all that close, but I am well on the way. So in this video today, I'm going to go over some business updates with you guys, talk about how sales have been on all platforms that I sell on, which is eBay, TCG Player, a vendor's mall booth right here local in town, and as well as go over the card show that's coming up, my very first card show coming up soon. So a lot of stuff to talk about in this video. I'm going to try and breeze through it. And if you have any questions on any of this stuff, just drop them in the comments below, and I'll be happy to try and help you out. So, first thing I want to go over is I actually bought my first bulk deal, Magic the Gathering bulk deal. I have a guy I got in contact with, and he had about 3,500 Magic cards. Very common stuff, nothing high end here, nothing worth over like $5 probably in this whole lot. I ended up working out a deal with him, negotiating with him to give him right at $50 for everything. So that's about $12 a thousand. You know, it's a pretty aggressive rate for bulk. You know, most game stores might give you like, you know, it was anywhere between like $3 to $7 per thousand. I was able to give $12 a thousand, and I still felt like that was a pretty good rate. It's what does that come out to? That's like a penny and like 20, you know, a penny and a fraction per card. Pretty decent rate. And that's all cards, no lands, no tokens included and all that stuff. That's strictly like, you know, actual playable cards. So pretty good little rate, I thought. And he was happy to take it, $50 for the lot. And I was like, well, how am I going to sell all of this bulk stuff now? I didn't spend too much money on the lot, so I was only on the hook for $50. But I still wanted to make money on it and turn it into a source for the business. So what did I end up doing is, first of all, I pulled anything valuable out of the lot. Anything worth, I would say, 25 cents or more on the uncommons and commons, which, you know, if a common or uncommon is worth 25 cents or more on TCG Player, it will sell. If you price it anywhere close to the market, it will probably move, because those cards, if they're 25 cents or more, they're probably pretty playable, and people want to have those cards in their decks. So I took anything worth 25 cents or more out. Any of the rares that were worth like, you know, a couple bucks, took those out, listed them on TCG Player. I gotta be honest though, I'm not really a huge fan of TCG Player at the moment, because I hate scanning bulk cards. I think it is the most boring, mind-numbing experience of my life. I mean, it is no fun. The money is there to be made, but somebody else can make it, because I'm not scanning all these cards. It's just not going to happen. If I know of anything that looks valuable, or maybe it's like, you know, I can tell what would be like a playable card, I'll go ahead and scan it, see if it's worth my time. But if I see a lot of the same old in the lot, I'm probably just going to bulk it all up and just, you know, get rid of it some other way, and let the customers get a good deal on some bulk cards that might be worth more than a couple cents, because I don't want to scan all this stuff and go through all that hassle. One day when I have my own shop and I have a card sorter like RNG Games, he always shows his Roka sorter. One day if I have one of those, I'd be more open to it, but hand scanning every card with my phone on TCG Player, no thanks. I'm good on that. It's too much of a grind for me. I got other things I want to do with the business. So anyway, I put all the more valuable stuff on TCG Player. I've sold it. I probably made my money back on the lot. Maybe not quite there with those yet, but I probably made some, you know, $30, $40 in sales off of that stuff so far. But the most exciting part of this bulk deal is how I'm getting rid of it at the vendor's mall. So I went to the vendor's mall. I bought a nice treasure chest. This is red treasure chest. My fiance Summer and I found it. It was perfect. I knew I wanted to have a treasure chest. Put some bulk lots of 50 cards per pack in this treasure chest. Fill it up with 10 or so. tag them up, make them look really nice. I made a nice colorful sign that says, value deal, get, 50 cards for $5 at this booth right here. And I actually had some customers buy some bulk from me. They probably got a great deal on some cards in there because I didn't go through and scan everything. I lotted it up. It's not going to be any hitters in there because I know what heavy hitters are, but $5, if you wanted to get into collecting some cards, get some bulk for your decks, it's not a bad way to do it. So no duplicates in there, no basic lands in there, all the near mint light plate stuff, nothing damaged going to be in those lots. And I had some customers buy some from me. Pretty exciting stuff. So, if I'm selling 50 cards for $5 and they're buying these lots, then, I'm pretty much turning 75 cents worth of inventory and supplies into, about $4.50 after fees and rent and all that stuff. So a really, really good margin, not a ton of money raw number wise, but a good margin anyway. So that was really exciting stuff. I'm going to be stocking some more of those. If you're curious of how they look, this is pretty much how they look right here. Excuse me. So I really just take a team bag and put 50 random cards, good color variety, good, no duplicates, like I said. Just put random cards in there, really. And my fiance tagged this one up. That's why her handwriting is just way better than mine. And I just put them in a team bag, tag them up with this little Vendor's Mall tag, and throw them in the booth in that treasure chest, and it looks really nice. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. So I think presentation is everything. I wanted to make a good looking product for my booth. I want to make sure I keep the booth clean, organized, restocked, and just a variety of stuff in there. So really excited to have that in my booth at the Vendor's Mall. And I do have customers buying them, so that's my preferred way to get rid of bulk. Instead of scanning each individual card and listing on TCG Player, I'd rather just put it in a bag and you buy it for $5. You get a good deal, I get to make money and move some cards, and everybody wins. So anyway, enough on the Vendor's Mall and TCG Player with that. Well, a few more things sold at the Vendor's Mall. I had some plushies sell. I had some comic books, some really low-end comic books, some $5-6 comic books sell. I haven't had a bad month yet. I haven't made a killing at it, but the Vendor's Mall is making money and it's profitable. So really happy about that. I'm going to keep on restocking, and I'm going to keep you guys up to date on that because that's probably one of my favorite ways to sell stuff, because it's not like I had to be there in person to do it, but I get to stock it in person, and people get to come in and check out my stuff at the Vendor's Mall. So really, really exciting stuff there. But on to the main bread and butter, that is eBay. I've been selling on eBay for years now, like probably 7 years now, but really strongly in collectibles for the last 2 or a year and a half, really. Mostly selling Yu-Gi-Oh! And some Pokemon cards and a little bit of Magic. I really save Magic for the bulk stuff and TCG Player, but mostly Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards on eBay. So I've been ramping up inventory because I got a card show coming up, my very first card show I'm vending in Sand Mountain, and really can't wait for that. I'm really excited to get up there and see if I can sell anything and buy some good stuff as well, is what I'm really, really excited for. So I got money put aside for that. I got inventory put aside for it. We're going to get up there and see if we can make a good show out of it. I really want to show you guys real quick kind of what sold on eBay for me. I got, I believe, 6 orders here, nothing too crazy. But one of them is a, pretty good Yu-Gi-Oh! Card. So I'm going to show you guys a couple to be on the lookout for. But first I want to go over the more bulky stuff. I did sell this Rockets Sneak Attack Japanese from Rocket Gang. This is a hollow foil. It's heavy plate. It had some writing on it, or some indentation of writing. You probably can't even see it in the camera. Had some writing on it, and so I put heavy plate. A guy gave me like $4 for it, so that's out the door. I sold this Dark Rye, really nice vintage. Well, not vintage. I mean, what is it vintage? I mean, it's probably about 15 years old. I guess that is kind of vintage now, huh? Go look in the mirror and you'll have gray in your hair after I said that. That vintage Dark Rye right there sold for about $5. Also pretty played. It's been touched up and beat up a little bit. Sold this foil wrench mind from Iconic Masters. one of my favorite sets on Magic because I opened the booster box back in the day. Really exciting stuff. I probably had that card since then, and I just now sold it. So, I mean, we're talking about years to sell something. Pretty crazy. On to the more fun stuff now. Dark Magician from SDY. This is the Unlimited Edition, lightly played copy. Someone gave me $17.97 for this. Free shipping. I always do free shipping on most of my orders. So anytime I say the price, it's usually shipping included in that. So next one, $30 for this Snatch Steel. This is from Magic Ruler. That's MRL036 is the card code. First edition from Magic Ruler, Snatch Steel, hollow foil. This is an ultra rare card. $29.97 out to the customer. And now for the biggest boy of them all, one of my personal favorite cards of all time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Summon Skull. This is the BPT002 limited edition Summon Skull, secret rare. Foil looks really, really nice on this. I don't know if I can get it caught in the camera. Really, really nice Summon Skull. This sold pretty much right away for $39.97 on my eBay, free shipping, and I probably could have gotten more out of it because it sold within probably an hour of me listing it. I was pretty happy about that. So Summon Skull, we love to sell those. I love to collect those cards myself. I love Summon Skulls, one of my favorite designs ever. And I love the secret rare version. The Metal Raiders version looks really, really cool also, the ultra rare version. But these secret rare Yu-Gi-Oh cards, that nice pattern they have on the foil, it's just really cool to me. But there you have it, guys. Things I've sold on the Vendors Mall, things I've sold on TCG Player, things I've sold on eBay. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty on selling some bulk cards and some more high-end Yu-Gi-Oh cards on eBay. And we're just trying to make this thing happen. And if you want to follow along for this journey, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions on any of this, let me know in the comments. I'll see if I can help you out the best I can. So with that being said, the card show is coming up. I'm gonna be doing a video on my equipment and all of the stuff I bought to vend when I get everything in. I'm expecting the banner. It's the last piece I have to get. I'm expecting it soon, so I'll definitely have a video for you guys on all the equipment for the card show, the setup and all. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing with it, and yeah, we're gonna try and get a nice card show in, and first one, just get these reps in, learn how to vend, learn how to sell in person. I think it's gonna be really, really fun. Another video that's coming up soon is the year-end numbers for my business, for the Shiny Man and Collectibles business. I am looking like I'm gonna hit about 20,000 in sales, 18 to 20,000, something like that. We got about 2 days left in the year, so if you want to really get into the nitty-gritty on numbers and what we did profit-wise, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications bell so you can get notified when I post a video. And that's about all I have, guys. I do appreciate you watching. If you have any questions, I know it's a lot of content on this one, just going over what's sold. But if you have any questions, like I said, just let me know in the comments, and I'll try and help you out the best I can. With that being said, guys, I'm out, and that's all I got. Y'all have a good one.